What is the deal, y'all? I'm trying to get situated. Talk about these vibes. Whew. I don't have no McDonald's fries this time. Today's snack is M&M peanut and potato chips and hot sauce. I know that's hood. I know that's hood. But guess what? I can't be friends with you if you don't eat hot sauce on your potato chips. This is what it is. So the energy this week has been very, 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 very intense. And, I put up my readings for the month for all the signs. I didn't do the individual signs, but I did do readings, and it's still like a continuation of um, the vibes were a continuation of October of karma, clarity, and karma and clarity in relationships, whether that be, romantic relationships, friendships, relatives, um, where you work, your colleagues, your coworkers. The vibes are still just people becoming clear on where they stand. And for some people, this is a good thing, and for other people, it may not be. But those are the vibes. People just realizing where they stand with people. Um, and the strongest vibes have been coming through really with the air signs and the earth signs. I mean, the others, the fire signs and the water signs too, but for me, I'm feeling it stronger with earth signs and air signs, particularly air signs. It's a lot of just really intense, that this Scorpio energy is really intense in air energies. And especially with Scorpio, I think Scorpio is in Mercury, or I don't know, Scorpio and Mercury are coming through with strong energies. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm not an astrologer, but vibes are vibes. And just looking through too and trying to figure out, what these vibes are, and I don't know, just looking at the reading that I did for the air signs, and I just watched that the Kanye interview on Drink Champs. And Kanye went pretty hard during this interview. And not gonna lie, some of the hardest shit I've seen him do since George Bush don't care about black people. And he said that. But it makes me wonder where that energy is coming from. He said, I don't know, like he was very direct. He said things, and not all of it was cryptic. I felt like he was very direct. And I don't particularly care for every move that he's made in his career. which I don't have to, but it's just my personal opinion. But in that industry, you kind of have to do fucked up shit to get to that's just the nature of that industry. Like I said, there's a reason why certain people make it. And he alluded to those things. But what's interesting to me, and let me go back and start why I wanted to, where I think, well, for me, the thing that kind of set the tone for the vibes for the week, and that was a tweet that Britney Spears put up on her channel, and it was like for Halloween, she was herself and she was on the ground pretending to have been murdered. And I saw that and was like deeply disturbed. And the caption was, she put this like long caption up saying something about um she was out with friends, um called a cab home and was found dead or something like that. Y'all can go to Britney's because it's still up there. It's still up there. I forget that. And at first, I was like, I don't know this. Like, I don't know if she would do this. Like, is this real? And I went to her Instagram page, and sure enough, she had posted that picture with her, like, with fake blood on her and her hands tied. Oh, I'm sorry, Mama tired. Um, and basically saying like, her wonderful family was nowhere nearby, and it was just all so weird and disturbing, and it really had me wondering, is this Britney dropping hints? Like, is she still? Because this is one of the things that really put energy in the whole Free Britney movement. A lot of us, like I said, if Britney has so many fans. Like, a lot of us, grew up where Britney was just at the height of her career. So for a lot of us that were Britney fans, you know, when she got older and after all the traumatic scandals and just everything that happened in her career, people were noticing, her behavior was off, and something just doesn't seem right with Britney. And like I said, that really fueled the whole Free Britney movement of people like asking, like, are you okay? You know, um, something seems off, and her, like, really responding and trying to get people to help her. And like, and when things always start out, it's always people that are just like, oh, that's not real, or you know that's a conspiracy theory. And then you know these days it's I don't know. I feel like when people really know in their heart of hearts that something is off, eventually, you know, um, justice stands on the side of what's real. And it's been exposed that she was under conservatorship and she didn't have any freedom, and she couldn't even get pregnant if she wanted to, even though she has to. And for me, it's like a lot of the wording, you know, she was like, I can't have children. And I'm thinking to myself, she already has two kids. Certain way she speaks that I felt like that might not be Britney. And there are a lot of people that still, the thought of people getting cloned, like, it's some people that still just refuse to believe it. And believe, whether you want to believe it or not, it is a thing, and it does happen. Like, I don't know who all it has happened to, but I know that it does happen. And Brittany putting that picture up of saying that she was killed made me really wonder. And I say this all the time, it's like, if people will beef over small amounts of money, I just don't understand why people find it hard to believe that when a lot of money is involved, like, people just get better. They don't. They absolutely don't. And especially the kind of money that Britney um, generated for herself, and can just for on her name alone can continue to generate. In that industry, you don't have any friends. Money clouds everything. Money clouds everything. It doesn't matter if it's your parents, your siblings, it doesn't matter. You don't have any friends. And it really made me wonder, like, did, again, because of the money that she was worth, and a lot of these artists, are worth more money, are worth more to people dead than they are alive, just by the nature of how the business of that industry works. So if you want to control somebody's money, you want to control, income, you have to control their image and their likeness. And then to see her, I don't know, man. I just don't think that that is actually Britney Spears. I mean, it's Britney Spears, but I don't think it's the original Britney Spears, is what I'm saying. I don't think that I believe that that was her telling her story, that she was killed, somebody killed her, and they replaced her. And even like, that and that's why I don't follow her Instagram page, is why I don't follow any of her media, because I just don't think that that's her, and it creeps me out. It just seems like the only thing she knows how to do is talk and dance, and that she doesn't seem to really know how to do anything else. Because it may have been, her handlers never taught her anything else but how to perform. She might not know how to do anything else besides perform. I just really want her story to come out. I really, and all of it, all of it. And there should be more smoke. There should be more smoke around this. Like that Instagram post was, to me, very disturbing. There needs to be a lot more smoke about what happened to that girl. And this is like it's really making me emotional, because, like I said, she came into the industry as a child. And it makes me emotional, and it makes me worry, because if they can do that to her, what what child, somebody check on the queen. That's really all what I want to say. Somebody check on Beyonce. Somebody check on the fucking queen. Do we still have our queen? Do we still have our queen? Shit is bad, man. And then you got Kanye, like I said, doing this interview on Drink Champs. And like I said, he's going in. He was being very honest and very direct. Like I said, he wanting to smoke. He basically saying, I may not live after this. There needs to be more smoke. And then you have like a lot of these um content creators, and people with these YouTube channels, chopping up clips of it. And a lot of it is just like people that he talked to, like, responding, and it's like people are missing the big picture. People are missing the big picture. And like I said, I haven't been a fan of Kanye West since the George Bush don't care about black people era. So for him to be back on that energy made me happy. And no matter what and the things that I say about Kanye, again, it's because I was such a fan, and I had so much hope in what I felt like he was going to accomplish. And then just for a lot of it to turn out to just be like this, like, rich kid, you know, just completely removed from the culture or art. And I'm just like, ugh, ugh. But no matter what, I don't want to see him harmed. I don't want to see him not go down in history as one of the greatest artists of all time. And that's the thing. Like we can have our opinions, but why, why do these artists have to like pay such a dear price for having something to say? It's just such a old tactic. But then again, I don't understand that industry. I'm not in it. I'm only on the outside looking. I don't understand it, but I don't want. Um, I don't know. I feel like if he's on that vibe, keep interviewing him, keep letting him tell his story, keep letting him, clear the air. And it's just so much, like it's just so the vibes are so weird. Like even with this Astro World concert and um, a lot of people got trampled and killed at that concert. And this is another one of those things like with the Alec Baldwin situation, of something happening. Again, like these things happen, certain things happen on a cycle, but it's like, it's 2021, we're actually tiptoeing into 2022. And things are happening that haven't happened since the 90s. And I'm like, like people, when was the last time at a concert with that high level, with that much money behind it, is something like that happening? Because they normally, when a crowd is that large, they have people among the crowd. There's usually people in the crowd. They're dressed like regular people, but they're in the crowd doing crowd control, making sure the mosh pits don't get out of hand, making sure that the crowds don't push forward too much. And they have fences and gates, and like I said, and people that are actually in the crowd. So how does something like that happen? How does so many people get trampled, and there's such a loss of life? And then they have, pictures of like this girl getting on stage and asking somebody to do something and he didn't. And it just all seems so strange. It all seems so strange. And I'm not saying that, something like that still can't happen. I haven't, I don't do large venues like that anymore. When I was younger, a concert that big would have been a lot of fun. Now it's just too much for the senses for me now. Like, I'm you know, I'm too sensitive, and I need low tones and soft sounds. And, like I said, back in the day, that would have been a good time, but I don't do large venues like that. And I haven't for quite some time. So to wonder, but even like I said, the last time I was at a really big venue, like I said, I noticed, because I'm gonna say, bitch, like I said, again, I grew up in a certain era where stuff like that used to happen all the time. You would go somewhere, and I learned really early, you know, when you're going somewhere like, sporting events, concerts, anywhere where there's large crowds, you know, you know where all the exit signs are, because something could pop off. And back in the day, you could be somewhere, you could be at the mall, the movie theater, a concert, or something like that, and something pop off, somebody start shooting or something like that, and people panic. And I get that, but I didn't pick up was panic. Like nobody seemed to notice what was going on. And that's what, I don't know. Something seems up with that. I don't know. That seems like a trap to me. That seems like a trap. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Something's off about that to me. And again, like I said, I wasn't there. You can only go by the things that people are saying. But like I said, I know that a lot of times they use actors to, you know, um, create a more realistic story. But it just seems off. And like I said, like a distraction, like something that was manufactured or something contrived and manufactured to be a part of the news cycle. But like I said, that's an old school thing. Like somebody refresh my memory, because I haven't heard of people getting trampled like that in a long time. And like I said, just looking at certain pictures and stuff that people and footage that people are showing, I don't know. Like I said, it could have happened, and I hope not. But like I said, they use actors to push out these news stories at certain times for certain reasons. And like I said, I just don't think that it's a coincidence that, again, Britney Spears puts that picture up. Kanye is doing an interview, and like I said, he said some things. And you have to watch it. You have to watch it. And the unfortunate thing is that people are so invested in these people, these celebrities, that they don't know that when there's disagreements or there's beef, people are taking a side. It's like Kanye against Jay-Z and this person against that person. It's like there shouldn't be, at this point, there shouldn't be a side, and people should be able to, these men should be able to say what they need to say and clear the air with each other so they know where they stand and they can move forward. This is, at this point, it's embarrassing that grown men that they keep, and sometimes I really feel like it's manufactured too. Like, you have these grown men in hip hop. These are grown. Jay-Z and Kanye and all these men are old, like they are older now. They're old men now compared to how the game goes. Why is there always so much cattiness and beef? Something, again, that industry is really changing. That industry is going through an apocalypse. The apocalypse of the entertainment industry. And I feel like this week is really where a lot of it broke, is really where a lot of change and transition happened. Is really like the inception of it, like, really broke this week. And like I said, look in these things and check on these things for yourself, and check the vibes for yourself. And when you listen to this interview, like, don't take sides. When celebrities, like I said, when it was whatever it is, like, don't take sides. When people start going back and forth, don't take sides. Because a lot of times these beefs, like, there's an agenda, and you don't want to put your energy to it. So don't think that because these men are wealthy that they're good people. We don't know who these people are. And like I said, when a certain amount of money is involved, you really can't say what people will and will not do. But again, my concern is, like I said, Britney Spears. And if something like that can happen to Britney Spears, it makes me genuinely concerned for artists that are Black women. And Beyonce became the Britney Spears of the Black community. She reached that level of success herself. And I just feel, I don't know, I just don't feel good vibes around um I don't know, around her, around, at the end of her career. And like I said, if Britney is going through what she's going through, like I said, I'm just really concerned about Beyonce. Do we still have our queen? Do we know this? Is she okay? Somebody check in. Somebody get the ball rolling with making sure she's okay and she's in the land of the living, and that what we see is actually her, and who we see is actually her. And Beyonce tells stories in her music, but it would be nice to, have her sit down and actually tell her story. K Michelle is another one. K Michelle has been speaking truth from day one. I don't think K Michelle knows how to do anything else. K Michelle has been trying to get black country music popping. And I felt like Beyonce as well, but it's like there's, when they have a certain genre of music shut out and you have these two black women, trying to, you know, open it up, certain things make me wonder. Certain things make me really wonder. A lot of shit. K Michelle been talking about it for years. Years. Is she okay? Because she's one of our queens too. Is K Michelle okay? Do we still have our queen? I don't know. This really gets me in my feelings, y'all. It really gets me in my feelings. Like I'm really concerned for these women. And I remember listening to a K Michelle interview when she was on Sway Show, and she was just, in her feelings and crying about, how difficult it is to, you know, be an artist and an entertainer, and be responsible for people's livelihoods and, you know, your family in a cutthroat ass industry. And Heather B was trying to console her, but it just it wasn't landing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't, and I'm pretty sure Heather B had good intentions, but it was just like I don't think Heather was reading the room properly. It was deeper than you got to make time for you. It was deeper than that. It was we have to do something about this. And I feel like that was and is K Michelle's issue, because and again, it's one of mine too. We know what's going on. The shit that's going on has been happening to artists for decades now. Decades. Since the beginning of that industry. Women and children being harmed. Some men too. And it's like, she's seeing it, and she's not just seeing it, she's living it. Kim Michelle don't just know what's going on, she's living it. I don't know. I don't know. This isn't just, it's entertainment, but it's not just entertainment. These artists shape our culture. These artists shape the direction, you know, of our lives. I look back and, whatever was going on in life, good or bad, like if it wasn't for Black music, like really try to picture your life without the influence of Black music. I said the last live that cinema was a powerful form of sorcery, and music is also. Music and film are the two most powerful forms of sorcery. The two most powerful forms of sorcery. And this is why, to be honest, to me, I really feel like the main reason why Black people still hold on to Christianity so hard is because of the music. Gospel music is so powerful. It is so powerful. You cannot deny how powerful gospel music is. And that's to me, and it's not even just gospel music, but just the power when Black women, when Black people get together and sing. um it's a very mystical thing. Like I said, it's a very powerful form of sorcery, and I don't think we realize that. A lot of people think that the feelings that they feel is, it's God, it's Jesus, and it's like, no, it's the woman singing to you. Give her the credit that she deserves. Give that man the credit that he deserves. Give that choir the credit that they deserve. That's us. And you can still credit God, but credit people. Credit these women. The Dr. Maddie Moss Clarks, the Clark sisters. And those women sing, you cannot deny that you feel a shift. And you feel touched by something. That's what our music does. And then everybody turns around and tries to absorb and sound and sing like we do and rap like we do. That's why there's such a reckoning. That's why there's an apocalypse happening in entertainment. These elemental spirits, these muse spirits, are not having it no more. Something has been unlocked, something has been set free. Because this shit has always been deeper than just entertainment. It's always been deeper than just that. You know that. Like I said, a lot of people don't study mysticism. A lot of people don't understand, and to them it is just entertainment. It's just a song, it's just a movie, it's just a show. It's not deeper than that. But for some of us that understand that it is, we understand why these things are happening. Other people may be caught off guard by the way things are about to play out and happen, but some of us won't be caught off guard. Some of us get it. And I don't want this one to be long. I don't want this live to be long because, like I said, I'm what I'm feeling is genuine, and I'm genuinely concerned for these people. Genuinely concerned. Like I said, our artists, we this is why we have so much strong things to say. These people reach a mythological level. Their legends, reach a mythological status. These people become the gods that eventually, we will hear about. They're the gods now. Like I said, that energy has been unlocked and set free. You can't keep shackling God, taking from God or goddesses. The women I mentioned are goddesses. Beyonce, K. Michelle, goddesses. I'm genuinely concerned. Like, I'm emotional right now. I'm genuinely concerned. When I look at pictures of Beyonce, I don't see somebody that's happy. She does not look happy. Has she been harmed? Is that still her? The original her? The one that came out of her mother's womb? I don't know, man. Watch that Kanye West interview again. Like, really watch and listen to what he's saying. Like I said, there are plenty of people. Like I said, it's not just me calling foul on these things. People been talking about this. Like I said, this is not new. But I'm concerned. Like I said, I'm concerned for Kanye. Like I said, I have my opinions, but never of, I'm never wanting to see anybody get harmed. I just like to connect the dots and get people to be a little bit more focused and sober minded and when it comes to entertainment. Like, yes, entertainment, but the shit is still serious. I don't know. Watch that interview again and I don't know. Shit is real. Shit is real and shit is getting real. Like I said, that concert, people getting killed at concerts. I don't know. But I don't know. Like I said, the apocalypse of the entertainment industry has begun. So to all you mystics out there, you know, send your energy, do your meditations because the vibes are just really intense. The vibes are super intense. Protect your favorite artists, protect, and like I said, don't get involved in, taking sides with people. Just make sure, and have the intention of, wanting people um, to not be harmed. But that interview is deep. It's deep. Just because Nori and DJ EFN are like laughing and with him, that's a serious interview. And I don't know if everybody that watched it really picks up on how serious that interview is. But like I said, I hope Kanye is okay. But stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned. This is, like I said, very serious vibes. This Scorpio energy is hella intense. Hella intense. So yeah, guys, be safe out there and watch that interview. Watch that interview. All right.